So this is a really juicy topic that we get quite a bit in terms of people and their missions and being concerned about other people. So this one, we're going to be looking at who actually cares. So again, lots of people that do missions, that do consciousness, enlightenment, spiritual path, wanting to make a difference, whatever you want to label it as. Often they're very concerned about making waves outside, upsetting people, caring and wondering who's going to be judgmental, non-supportive, and so on. Now, the tough love you have to give out for missions, this is where Bushido comes in, is these are the people that are important. So your audience, your clients and your customers, they're important. Ambassadors, people that support you, they're important. Collaborators, anybody you work with, they're important. Partnerships, anybody that works with you, does any kind of partnership with you. Investors, people that invest in you or your business or your services or whatever. These people are important. The other people are not important. The unimportant list is anyone else. Anybody else other than those is not important. Now, that is a little bit tough, but let's consider this. People who you're over here doing your thing, and let's just kind of put a little note here. So you're over here doing your mission, which means you're going to be in some kind of service. It's usually service-led. And when I say service-led, doesn't mean you can't have a product. I don't mean you can't create products, but I just mean in service to. Okay? Unimportant. People who are negative, critical, judgmental, jealous, scared. We could keep going down the list. Lots of people are so concerned over this because of this list that they don't focus on this list. I remember being told by my very, very first mentor, because I was very, very concerned about such things. I was very concerned about what people thought about me, what they were saying about me, how they were judging me, and oh my God, it was painful. And he said to me, so what? We don't care what these people think. We care about this. And you need to focus on this. And I deliberately did this above, not below, because I want to bring another point in. When we're talking about conscious leadership, there's something called above the line and below the line. Above the line brings you into conscious leadership. Below the line takes you out of conscious leadership. So if we draw a nice little line here and we focus on this, we can move more into a state of conscious leadership. If we get dragged down here with these people, let's call it unconscious. I'm not even call it leadership, because by that point you were not leading, you were being dragged. Okay, so you have to make the choice of, in my life, in this time that I've got left, whatever that might be, am I going to be concerned about this and be completely focused and consumed on this piece, or I'm going to sit here worrying about that piece? It sounds really minor. So if you're watching this thinking, well, yeah, obviously this is the bit I'm doing, but you'd be surprised, A, how many people do struggle with this, and B, it's an unconsciousness. So in certain types of healing and certain kinds of unconscious behaviors and things that you can tap into, sometimes you'll find that you've absorbed a belief, or it's an ancestral belief, or something will be happening inside of you that is concerned about something that's negative. It doesn't necessarily have to be that, but something that's negative, and it will impact that. An obvious one for that is, let's say you are really working hard. Let's change the colour. Really working hard, and you're pushing this up and up, and you're working hard, you're going up and up and up. But let's say you're hitting some kind of ceiling. Let's say that this is not really, let's say your goal's up here. So let's say your goal's here. And let's say you even know all these different steps, and you're ticking them away, and you're going up there, but you keep doing that. And worse still, sometimes you come back down. and then you have to go back up again, and we can be getting a yo-yo going over here. Occasionally you might feel like you're just breaking over this, and then boom, that happens. That would be demonstrative of something that's unconscious, because the conscious mind can't push beyond what the unconscious actually believes. So when we're looking at this, it's very simple to write it down like that and say, oh yes, of course, I'm going to be pushing up, I'm going to be focused on conscious leadership, I'm going to be focused on these things, I'm going to ignore all of that, but we have to make sure there's internal and external alignment with both of those things so that it can make sure that functions. But first and foremost, we do need to kind of draw this out and write it out, and so that you're mindful and your consciousness has got something like, these are the people that I serve, these are the people that I care about, because this is part of my mission and the impact and the transformation I'm here to do. These people, I can't be worrying about them, I can't do anything about them, then they're not my problem. Because if somebody's coming up to you and they're being, let's say, aggressive or negative or judgmental or critical or jealous or scared or fearful, or I don't know, anything else that you can think of, they're not your problem. And I know it sounds hard, because people who are into transformation want to help everybody and they want to save everybody and they want to do everything, but you can't. If that person moves themselves up here and says to you, actually, I've been watching all your stuff, I'm a bit scared, but I'd absolutely love to come and work with you and figure out why this is going on for me, then awesome, because they've taken themselves out, but they have to do that themselves. You can't. They have to meet you somewhere. They have to put their hand up. They have to make that part of the jump on their own, and then you can help them. We can't be wasting our time down here with people that are negative, judgmental, don't support you, aren't positive towards you, always putting you down, always got something smart to say, think they know more than you do, and they've never actually done anything remotely like what you've done or you're doing. And so, I mean, the list goes on, doesn't it? It's endless. I've heard every single possible variation of that. So when it comes to who actually cares, you just need to put you. The only person that needs to care is you, and you need to care about these people. That's it. Concentrate on yourself first and those people second. Don't worry about those people. Let's get on to our mission today. See you soon.